So when I was young, I went to a thrift store or something like that with my grandmother, and I discovered a joke book. And one of the jokes that was written in the book was a conversation between a doctor and a patient, and it says, "Do you suffer of insomnia?" Or think of something like, "Do you suffer of schizophrenia?" Just think of any random ailment. Do you suffer? Do you suffer of constipation, or do you suffer of diarrhea? No, I enjoy every minute of it. Do you suffer of migraines? No, I enjoy every minute of the migraines. Good joke, right? Apple Juice stops typing because he's rolling on the floor laughing. Wait, Zora Blackwood wanted to talk to me. I remember. Mm. He says, I don't get it. Because, like, say you're getting a checkup by a doctor. Hey, do you suffer of back pain? No, I enjoy every minute of my back pain. Thank you for asking, though. I don't get it. Oh, come on. It's a joke that Creighton would tell. That's why you don't get it, is because it's a Creighton tier joke. Sorry. My bad. I thought you'd get it. I thought you'd have the dad humor within you. What's up, Zora?
Hey, Captain. I need your help, and we ought to keep it hush-hush. You know about what happened here, right? The history of Amber Heights?
I don't.
You're talking about the massacre. Back when the corps were pulling out, pirates raided the place and killed the MSI bigwigs living here.
Right. Common belief is that the pirates fled to an old relay station that had already been abandoned, but nobody could find them. The station's locked up, but one of my people found an old data cartridge in a nearby rat nest. It's mostly corrupted, but I pulled a couple codes off of it. One is the code to the Amber Heights gate. I don't recognize the other, but it's similar. I bet it opens a door.
The Amber Heights gate?
Right. The access codes to Amber Heights. What gets me is, if this belonged to the pirates, that means they knew someone there. If someone gave them the gate code, all those deaths, Captain, all that blood is on their hands.
Why are we keeping this to ourselves?
Graham isn't fond of talking about the history here. He had friends who worked here. The massacre hit him pretty hard. You know him. Live and let live and all that. I don't want to burden him right now, especially if this ends up being a dead end.
I have a feeling that Graham guy, there's something to him. I'm not sure. I don't trust him. Random door code
I know
doesn't
it's a
sound
long
useful.
shot, but if we miss something there, if you can get into that station, maybe we can get some answers.
Okay. Go to the relay station, see if the code's useful.
Just a warning.
Anything else?
The area is infested with mantisaurs. I'd send some help, but we're, preparing for war.
Right, I'm on it.
Appreciate it. Here's the code. If it works, bring back anything you find. Supplies are best, but
Sucker bait.
information's good too. If someone was behind the Amber Heights massacre, it'd give a lot of people around here some closure to find out who and string them up. Good luck. Watch out for the Taros.
Sucker bait. Alright, Rebecca and Anders were hired to clear. So Nyoka is looking for some closure regarding her old team. The first stop is a grave where she personally buried a man named Hayes. So it's Rebecca and Anders were hired to clear an infestation out of an expansion site for Edgewater that Spacer's Choice abandoned in Emerald Vale. Head there with Nyoka to see if they're still alive. Alright, Nyoka. We're gonna be traveling with Nyoka for ah! We're gonna be traveling with Nyoka for a little while. Can you turn down the game audio a little? Sure. Here's a little.
Order one of those Diet Soap capsule packs through you?
This unit has exhausted its
Little more?
library.
Or just the music? Titus and Droidicus. Blood and Revenge are hammering his head. Alright. Boost my mic as high as it can go. Lower the music a little bit more than the master. Hope this is a little better. Let me know if it needs to go lower. I'll even lower the desktop audio slightly, just for you. I hope it's not too low.
We're stalking, and we're stalking.
We're gonna fast travel. But I want to finish looking for Nyoka's friends. Level 16, I think I'm level 20. We can do this. Here we go.
Centrifuge mode activated.
Oh, I'm suffering of my drug addiction and food addiction.
Don't mess with us.
Oh, I'm hella full of items. Anything that's low level, we're getting rid of. Level 1? Alright, let's go. This stream's gonna be a little short since it was a little late.
To shreds, you say?
Ooh, am I on fire?
Industrial stain.
Oh, I'm suffering of nicotine withdrawals. I don't know if I should... I don't know if I should, do more nicotine. I don't even think I have any. But my aiming is going to be a little bit worse off because of this. Let's enter this code. It worked. Hemlock's eye patch. Sneak attack damage plus 10%. I like the idea of that. Damn. Level 15, level 17. What do you think of this game so far? I like it this time. I don't know if you remember, I hated it. I played this before, and I hated it before. No, but damage to creatures, we're gonna keep that. It's cool. It's a cool little, you know, it's an RPG. I'm gonna have to get rid of some of these things. I have too many plasma rifles, and they're low level. It's fun. I'd recommend it to people who like games like Fallout and (9 to 19). Definitely get rid of a level 9. Oh, whoops. Definitely get rid of a level 9. Level 16. That's good. Maybe we can sell that one. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Work order. Tunnels are in. Cables are laid. Devil's Peak is receiving. But we're waiting on signal confirmation from the outposts. This whole place stinks of sulfur. We should have brought masks. I'm sure I heard something in the caverns beneath the tower. Something is living there. Here's hoping we don't unsettle it, or else that place ain't gonna be safe for our cable guys. We've got a signal from Ember Heights, Stellar Bay, and Cascadia. Still waiting on word from Bayside Terrace and Aurora Ridge. I ought to note that I was right about those caverns. They ain't safe. Some kind of, hell, I don't know, big thing with claws. I ain't an animal scientist. Can't wait to get the hell off this rock. Work order UDL-211 has been completed. The substation will now be disabled and closed off. It should be noted that the lead engineer, Franklin Welkowitz, has perished due to a workplace accident involving hostile wildlife in the Devil's Peak Caverns. It should be further noted that Mr. Welkowitz's complaints regarding the dangers of the Terra 1 wildlife have been redacted. On the issuing of a hazard clause for Terra 1. This notice, issued January 12th, 2343, serves as a public denouncement of Terra 1 as a feasible workplace environment. Due to the hostile, excuse me, an aggressive nature of the wildlife, as well as the unsustainability of its natural flora for use in human consumption, the Halcyon Holdings Corporate Board has officially enacted a hazard clause covering the entirety of Terra 1. After an evacuation period of no more than 6 months, Terra 1 will be officially considered illegal territory. As this is a unanimous decision, any corporation caught operating on Terra 1 after the evacuation period will face fines and possible disbarment as defined in Halcyon Code 22.1. Interesting. Gonna die for this damn fool errand, I know it. He said Ember Heights was gonna have more bits than we can spend, but those suited morons up and spend it all for us. Books and vases and pretty shit. You can't eat a fucking book. Look at us now. Of all the closets to coop up and lick our wounds, we have to choose the one that's set to lock itself up. Feel like a martyr digging at the walls like this, but we gotta get out before we starve. It ain't possible, but Nelson over there is trying to keep our spirits up, and I don't got the energy to fight him on it. Screw that Bryant fella. Eyes bigger than his fucking stomach. Learned nothing there. We like bypass shunts. Return to Zora. Yeah, let's just return to Zora. See what she says with this.
Warning! Rock stuck in trap. Warning! Twig stuck in trap. Warning! Mangled sprat entrails stuck in trap.
Nice.
Welcome back. You find anything out there?
Just found a box of data
Let's
cartridges.
see. These are old. Looks like correspondences between the pirates. Some bits here, some there, some... Wait. This one's got the Amber Heights gate code on it. Just like the one I found earlier. And here's... a letter. Wait, this is from Graham.
Oh, I knew it.
Oh,
Oh, I knew it.
Captain. He gave them the gate codes.
He caused the attack.
Yeah. He did. He really did. I know he's got his head in the clouds, but I always believed there was a core of good there. What the hell happened to live and let live? Thank you for bringing this back, but I need some time. I gotta think. I'll let you know if I figure something out.
Okay. One for melee. 2 for long guns. 1 for stealth. 2 for leadership. 2 for tech. 1 for sneak, 1 for persuade. We're leveling up, baby. Okay, now that we're this far in, let's go to Star-Crossed Troopers. Or let's get back to, let's go ahead and get back. Is this... Yeah, I thought so. So we're gonna fast travel to our ship. Alright, we're in Fallbrook. Now I'm gonna look at my reputation. Groundbreaker, they love us. I'm 1% negative for some reason. The Iconoclasts, they love me too. MSI loves me. Sublight loves me. The board is neutral towards me, but they like me. Anti-Cleo dislikes me a little bit. And that's probably because I sold off some of their scientific secrets. CNP Borst Factory, they're off-put. I killed that guy. Spacer's Choice and the Deserters both like me, which I find quite weird. Let's get to the Unreliable.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance.
Dead center. Next round's on you.
Shh, Captain's coming. Put your gun away. Act casual.
Oh, yes. This'll about do. That's a mighty clean weapon. Yep. Ain't no call for a closer inspection by anybody.
Amazing.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I'd like to continue our
Forgive me,
conversation
Captain.
from before.
I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling discombobulated. Was there another topic on your mind?
We don't need to discuss Alex directly, but I was wondering how he improved
Captain
your design.
Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning.
I like Ada. Where'd you come from
The
originally?
information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth. I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did.
I bet it was Vernon Wells. Let's talk about something
How can
else.
I be of assistance?
I'm in the mood for some
Certainly,
entertainment.
Captain. What would you like to hear?
Ada, tell me a
It's
joke.
been scientifically proven that those with more birthdays live longer.
Ada, play my favorite
Now
song.
playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
Dang, that's not my favorite song.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song.
Okay, that's enough.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders.
I'd like to
What
learn
part
more
of
about the colony.
would you like to discuss?
Monarch.
Where in Monarch?
Stellar Bay.
Ah, Monarch. The armpit of the Halcyon system. Her last functioning port town is Stellar Bay. Well, that is if you don't count Sublight's Smuggler's Port at Fallbrook.
Why is Monarch
I
being
believe it has something
blockaded?
to do with the planet being an uninhabitable wilderness and a lawless land with no corporate presence. You may wish to survey the residents in Stellar Bay for additional data points.
Smuggler's
It's
Port.
Sublight run for the purpose of shipping contraband, and before you ask, I don't know the coordinates, so I can't dock us there.
Alright,
I
goodbye.
request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
Fine. Weirdo. We're here? We can go to Skyla. Alright, Ellie. You've got a perk. Felix. You've got a perk. Parvati. You've got a perk. Vicar Max. You've got a perk. One of Olympus's many satellites. What should have been Halcyon's second habitable world has long since been abandoned by the board due to monstrous, ravenous creatures. Let's go to Skyla? Scylla? Skyla is one of the largest asteroids orbiting Halcyon, the largest in a grouping of rocks known as the Charybdis Cluster. Hephaestus mining once claimed the asteroid, but its prospecting site was abandoned decades ago.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Scylla is how you pronounce it.
You got a second?
Yeah, Felix, what's up?
I can't believe I wanted to shake his hand. I need a shower. Makes you wonder
Ooh.
if being a treacherous, two-timing coward is some sort of contagious disease, or if he was just born that way.
What's he talking about? Felix, what are you talking about?
Graham Bryant, if that is his real name. I can't trust a word that came out of his mouth. At first, I liked what Graham was doing. The Iconoclasts were going to change Halcyon for the better. But then, we found out Graham was behind the slaughter of Amber Heights. How can anybody so morally bankrupt lead a movement to transform the colony?
Graham's a piece of trash.
That's putting it kindly, boss. Graham's worse than trash. He's a traitor. You'd never do something like that, would you? Slaughter a whole community of innocents?
Graham wasn't the one who killed all those people. He just allowed it to happen.
I'm sure Graham told himself the same thing. He wasn't the one who held the gun and pulled the trigger. All he did was turn a key. The thing is, that's all it takes. Sometimes the difference between right and wrong is turning a key, or looking the other way, or keeping your mouth shut when you ought to speak up. Let's get back to it. I need to put all this ugly business with Graham behind me.
No worries, man. We're gonna bring you with us. Nyoka, you're gonna stay on the ship. It's Felix and Vicar Max. That's who we're bringing. Rizzo's Spectrum. Alright guys, we out. Level 13. That weapon is cool. We should actually upgrade it. For now, we're gonna give you this. Let's just go. Let's go like this. Close. No, Felix should be far. So what are we doing here? The scholar turned out to be someone else entirely, an ex-con, Matt Mex in prison, but through Reginald you were able to learn that the journal was originally the property of a philosophist who rusticates in life of hermitage on Scylla. So we've never been here before. We've never explored this. Outlaw squad leader. Outlaw striker. Shh. Level 8. Oh, these guys are weak. Why are they so weak? I almost feel bad about this. Should I have done this long ago? Maybe that's why I should have done these missions a long time ago.
Looks like some sort of habitation.
We're getting close to the hermit. I can feel it.
Drugs, food.
May the law have mercy on you.
Oh, I think this is actually tough. Yeah, this is actually tough. Oh shit. He drop kicked a robot. Yeah, look at that tracking.
Let me. Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Here I come.
Everyone all right?
You bot.
All right. Hermit's Lodge, let's go. The Dissident Hunter. You are the hermit?
What have the solar winds deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here seeking the truth? I must admit, I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me? That would be so much more exciting.
We're here to get this book translated.
We've been told
Max.
this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
I can translate it, but it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, and the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
I've spent my life in contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
We've come a long way to help Max get some peace. Is there anything you can do to help?
There is one way that can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart or the unprepared.
When you say ingredients, you mean drugs, right?
A crass way to put it, but yes. Chemicals that can expand or destroy the participant's consciousness.
What happens if you're unprepared?
Either hallucinations followed by unconsciousness and a headache, or raving insanity, which can be fun in its own way.
Well, Max just said he was prepared.
You may be right. There is both violence and peace warring inside you, Max. This process would be extremely tenuous for one such as yourself.
I'm committed, no matter the cost.
No matter the cost. It's just drugs, Max. We ain't making you walk in front of a firing squad.
I'm committed to taking as many drugs as possible, so count me in as well.
Head on into the meditation room and partake of the sacramental incense. It's waiting on the table when you're ready to begin.
Alright. Hold E to breathe deeply. Look at this. We have like a cutscene. We haven't had a cutscene in a minute.
Poor Maximilian. Maximilian, why are you still doing this? You've been fighting against the world since before you left home. Haven't you figured out yet that the more you fight, the more pain you cause yourself?
Mother, you're dead. You can't be here. I knew this was too good to be true. These are just cheap hallucinogens that have... What's happening to my voice? Does my voice sound weird to you? And what's wrong with your face?
What's wrong, Max? Can't think straight? Now you know how I feel. Wait, forget I said that.
What? If she's a hallucination, why am I seeing her too?
We are obviously the victims of a tasteless joke being perpetuated. Perpetrated? I mean, we're being made fools of, aren't we? When I get out of here, I'm going to show that hermit what you get for messing with me.
Maximilian, always ready to give up, to lash out, always searching for answers, but always in the wrong place, never looking inside himself.
You look inside yourself all the time, Max. Or with your head buried up your posterior.
We came all this way. We ought to at least hear her out.
Thank you. It relieves me to see there's at least one positive influence in my son's life after all these years. Has he told you how he thoughtlessly abandoned us?
Thoughtlessly? How could you say that? I only wanted you and Father to be proud of me. I was going to be the perfect vessel. I was going to be a better, more full of the plan. This year, it's all coming out wrong. The plan, it filled you with a joy I could never feel. I wanted it. And being a laborer made me miserable. I was better than that.
You certainly convinced yourself you were. But don't feel bad. We continually lie to ourselves, weaving stories in a vain attempt to convince us that we are in control of anything. These stories are how we try to make sense of our lives, but they are not real, are they? They're just stories. You need to draw up your story and see the truth.
What a weird hallucination, man.
I'm Max. I'm uptight. I love the church, and I'm a stooge for the board. And I don't understand that Felix is a genius.
Seeing the truth is easier said than done.
My discipline? My control? Oh, but I can't. I can't. Without order, there is chaos.
You need to love the chaos, Maximilian. Let it envelop you. Take you where it will. Besides, you really have no choice anyway.
No, that's not true. The basis of everything is order, not chaos. It's true, I know it is. So did you. Why are you denying it? Before you died, the plan made you happy.
No, it didn't. I made myself happy. There's nothing holding you back but you. If you can't understand that, you will never understand anything. Goodbye, Maximilian.
This whole thing, it's just a farce, right? Just my own brain working against me? You couldn't be more right.
Vivid hallucination.
What? Who? Why do you look like me? Are you me? No.
This is crazy.
I'm who you think you are. I am disciplined, controlled. I have no doubts. And I don't exist. Yet you have judged yourself against me your whole life. Why? Why do you berate yourself for not being me?
Yeah, Max. Why do you do that?
If he does, he shouldn't. He's a better man than he gives himself credit for.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, Captain, but I don't know. Is it wrong to try to be a gooder, better person than I am? But that's not what you're doing, is it? You're desperately trying to find a story to organize reality in your head. A story to control everything. A new story of the happy you, the contented you. Me. That's not... It can't be right. I've only been searching for the answer to the equation, because it will set us free. Won't it?
We don't know.
How? By removing the need to make any decision. To have your life completely controlled. The illusion of certainty. Your obsession allowed you to avoid the real question. Who are you? And Max, me! I'm real. You can't convince me otherwise. Please don't convince me I'm not.
So you're going to convince Max he's not real? This should be interesting.
The concept of Max is what's not real. By the architect. Architect? How could I have believed in an architect? That's ridiculous. I must be losing my mind completely. What you're saying almost makes sense. We exist inside our thoughts, thinking we're in control. That's it, isn't it?
No.
We have no control over anything.
No, stop it, Max.
It's all lies. How could I not have seen this? But how do we escape ourselves?
I'm confused and nauseous, but mostly nauseous.
I see you're back with us. Feared we lost you there. Never seen anyone pass out yet stay upright before.
What happened?
I woke up. The illusions I built for myself just fell away. I'm no longer interpreting, I'm experiencing.
A fresh new experience.
Everything is perfect.
I'm glad you found the answers you were looking for, Max.
In a way. Perhaps it's more accurate to say I was asking the wrong questions. I understand so much more now. I see it all. All there is to be experienced, to be lived. Of course there is pain and loss, but the suffering is caused by trying to control reality. Clinging to the way you want things to be, not enjoying the way they are.
There may be something to that. You seem happy, or at least not angry.
Content. I've finally found what I was looking for, even though I was looking for the wrong thing.
Check on Max's mental state. He gained a perk? Drug effect duration plus 50%. Nice. Do 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 do.
So, have you found
Yeah, I
your
dig this. I dig
answers?
this.
Not so much found as finally listened.
Yes, it is quite the convoluted maze we build for ourselves.
I'd ask what you were both talking
How
about, but I'm
right you
afraid you
are.
answer.
Words
Is my
are
intelligence really
overrated.
not that high? We should go. Down, down, da down, 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 da down, down, down. We haven't investigated this area much.
Hey, boss. Got a hypothetical for you? You got a friend, see? Somebody you knew when you were growing up. You were close. Then, one day, they up and vanished. 5 years go by, they send you a message out of the aether. What's going through your head?
Shock and disbelief,
Right,
seeing as most of my
forgot about
friends
that.
are still
Though,
on Earth.
shock and disbelief's a good way to put it. Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend of mine. Honestly, he was probably my first and longest friend. I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's urgent.
You don't sound too sure about
The
this.
guy just vanished without a trace wire. No goodbyes, no explanations. Been gnawing at me ever since, you know?
I can see why you're worried.
Clyde was my first friend, but he was also my mentor. Taught me how to think, how to question, how to disobey. I figured the board got him in the end. Some guys with black uniforms snatching him off the street in the middle of the night or something.
You think he's in trouble?
That's what I don't know. The message was light on details. No explanations, as usual. Clyde. He was a blustery old cuss. Carried on about violent revolution and seizing the means of production.
He's a communist? This is obviously important to you.
Figured
Let's
I
go.
should let you know, seeing as we're on Scylla and all. Clyde's got a base on the other side of this rock.
He's here?
I appreciate this, boss. I know you're going out of your way for me.
No! Holy shit! You should have said that from the go! You should have said that from the go. Oh, by the way, since we're here, like, this long-lost missing friend of mine, he's here. Felix wants to meet Harlow in person, travel to his landing pad on Scylla to have a chat with him. Let's talk to Clyde Harlow. Vicar Max, you're looking so clean.
Sam, my vacuum tubes require evacuating. No, not those. The ones in port. Yes, there. Thank you. And while you're at it, could you switch my binaries to that? Exactly. I haven't felt this clean and efficient since Captain Hawthorne installed my subalternate auxiliary backup processor.
Wow, they're getting intimate. I'm confused. Harlow's base, let's go. Do 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 do. We'll bring Ellie. We haven't had Ellie with us for a little bit. It's not the worst unless it's Borst worst. Ew, that looks gross. Man, I feel like we might have killed some of this guy's friends. All right, I think I'm gonna save here. End it here. At least for wait, we're only 47 minutes in? What the fuck? I'm an idiot. No, completely ignore what I just said. 47 minutes in? No, we're gonna go at least an hour and a half of recording. The freak? I'm so stupid. I've just done a lot is all. Holy crap. Let's go on. Yeah, ignore that. That was stupid. I kind of want to change Felix's fit. It's level 11. This is level 17, bro. Level 14. We've got level 21, dude. Ellie. She's only wearing level 9. This is level 16. Level 17. Level 20. It's heavy. But screw it. This is what we're doing. Volker.
Hey you, looking for something?
Yep.
Where do you think you're going?
Through you if you push me.
Hey, nice form. Good delivery too. You looking to join Captain Harlow's crew, huh? All right, go on through.
All right.
Got my sights on you.
It's a Sprat. He let me through just because I'm mean.
That machine stole my bits. Why do we even have one of these?
Can I get there this way? Acquisitions log. Cat's Meow. Contraband pharmaceuticals. Summary. Brought down. Salvaged cargo. Ransomed crew. Independent freighter. Getaway stick. Subversive literature. Brought down. Salvaged cargo. Crew joined up. Ransomed crew. Brought down. Salvaged cargo. Werewolf. Hull, engine parts, brought down, salvaged cargo, crew jettisoned in escape pod. As usual, we were able to intercept these ships despite how cleverly they masked their heat signatures. Our patron pulled through again with that tracking data. I don't know how they get their hands on it, but we're in no position to refuse charity. I'm beginning to wonder about our patron. When we opened our scanners and sniffed the system for our latest Wildcat, we picked up a signal from a corporate freighter nearby. It was hauling 10 times more cargo than our target. No sooner did we scan it than a message came through, ordering us to go after the Wildcat instead. Something doesn't add up. Until I get answers, stay skeptical. Rule number 1, Harlow's the boss. Rule number 2, fuck the board. Rule number 3, why are you still reading, pig? Wake up. If you're seeing this, the board already owns you. You went looking for the rules. Why? Because life's a game to you? Maybe you like being played. You guzzle down that sense of security like it's purple berry flavored opium. Fuck rules and fuck terminals. It's not a revolution if we're using the weapons they raised against us, and time again from the front lines of the riots to the corporate sit-ins. And error, document pirates code has exceeded character limit. Alright, Ellie. Ellie's looking clean. Strong ass medic. Felix, 2. We need to change Ellie's guns, don't we? Level 19. Level 10, level 15. There you go, Ellie. Is this our friend Clyde? Harlow? Clyde Harlow? And Marlowe?
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see, or a you've aged, old man?
Well, this is awkward.
So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
I don't know what you're trying to say, but he's earned his keep with us.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy.
Tell me why we're here.
I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy. That one day, he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix. But neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him.
And allow me to enlighten you. Felix is loyal to me.
I understand that Felix is part of your crew, at least for now. If the thought of losing him troubles you, then understand that you're helping him solve a problem for an old friend. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely.
Huh. What did Trask do to deserve death?
Ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the groundbreaker last I checked.
Ooh.
Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
I see. There's more to this than you're letting on.
Think so? Maybe we should have a word with Trask. Get his side of the story first.
Yeah.
You'd be wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel better, by all means. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token.
How well do you know Felix?
Well enough. It's been a few years, but I still remember a thing or two. You had a chip on your shoulder. You'd argue over anything, and you'd never back down.
What do you mean, had? And for the record, you never could admit when you lost an argument.
You see what I had to deal with?
Something I'd like to ask you. You said you were working on something big.
Revolution is the work of a lifetime, Captain. I've spent my life preparing for the day of Halcyon's reckoning. Everything you see around you is the result of that preparation. A base of operations, loyal soldiers, freedom from the board's oversight.
So you're a band of outlaws living on the edge of an asteroid. Some revolution.
Not all revolutions involve bloodshed and fire, Captain. The purest act of rebellion is to live according to one's own means, independent of any masters. One day, when the board is weak and Halcyon vulnerable, we may claim a piece of this system for ourselves. Until then, we bide our time.
That's all for now. Roseanne, Roseanne, never thought that a girl like you could ever hurt so bad. Far away.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating it.
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
That's on account of your stance. You lean into it. Embrace it. Work it. You're in control here, Parvati, not the gun. Don't let a hunk of metal jerk you around.
Harlow told you that if Felix wants a place on his crew, he must be killing a traitor.
You've been around powerful machinery all your life. You're always in control, right?
I guess that's kind of like when the filler's shooting 600 cans of near molten sal tuna down the conveyor while I'm trying to tune a belt.
Here, stand like me.
The Groundbreaker. But we might as well go to Terra 2. Alright, we're going to Terra 2
We're now
first.
in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
So, let's see if Nyoka's friends are still alive. We've been in the middle of a few missions now, haven't we? Sorry, Ellie, we just brought you along for the ride there. This is Nyoka. This is Nyoka's thing here. We've got some friends to take care of. Let's get here. Let's fast travel to the geothermal plant. Let's make some progress. Man, these guys were killed and looted. And some food.
I'd wager this is the outpost. Rebecca! Anders! Come on out!
You're just gonna yell, you dipshit?
My time to shine!
Fuck, what's happening here?
And we're alive.
Nice.
Hey, take a gander. The door's busted. Rebecca? Anders? You in there? Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it.
Are they dead?
Oh no. Oh no. What did you do?
Oh, hell. I'm sorry, Nyoka.
Did they kill themselves? Rusty journal. Its display is faded and the buttons are almost entirely rusted through. But you can still make out bits and pieces of what look like Rebecca's final entries. Law help me, but Anderson was right. We never should have taken this contract. I thought Monarch was bad, but this is unbearable. Everyone here is blind or addled or I don't know what. The towns won't let us walk in without an employment contract. I can't even find someone to let me send a message. For all the capable folk here, we're stuck. Back home, we had to fight for every meal because there were no meals that you didn't make yourself. Here, there's plenty, but nobody's allowed to give you one. We've been stealing bits and pieces of life from wherever we can. Anderson is about ready to sign up. Offer his life in service to Spacer's Choice just so he can take a shower. Clara, I hope the architect this never reaches you. But on the off chance it does, I want to say I'm sorry. Excuse me. Anderson and I fucked up. We didn't take the contract for the bits. We didn't take it because primals sounded cool. We took it because we wanted out. Monarch's a living hell. We were sick of getting sick. Of boiled Raptidon and stinking like sulfur no matter how hard you scrub. Of fighting day in and day out. We're exhausted. We thought we could use the contract money to find a place here. Settle down. But this place ain't any better. It's just different. We're starving all the same. We never should have left. I just thought maybe we could do better. I miss you, kid. Martyrs at the door. Anderson's bled out. I'm on my way. I won't let them get me. Not alive anyway. I've seen what those monsters do.
They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us!
Yeah, and then she
What would
killed
Clara
herself,
say,
bro.
huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you. The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses. Ugh. Or to leave your medallions to rot with you, but Clara would want to be buried with her sister.
Yeah, this is real sad.
At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I'm glad. If she were still alive now, break her to know the truth.
She'd still want to know just the same as you did.
Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so naive as to let it hurt her every time it happened. Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana-Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick.
Might do it? I didn't think there was anything about the wilderness you didn't know.
That'd be boring. Half the fun in exploring is the fact that you're on an unknown trail. I've never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
See. All right, let's get back to the unreliable and finish your things. Wait, but since we're here,
I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
that's fine. I think we should get to the Groundbreaker since we're here.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker. Good luck, Captain.
Thanks. Mantipillar examined. We got a lot of quests we're in the middle of. Rosanna, Rosanna. Since you went away, Rosanna.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch? You've got your punch right here.
Rosanna.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement.
You mind trying to have a moment here?
Oh, you're trying to have a moment. Break's over. We need to
Pleased
talk.
make your acquaintance, Ms. Contempt for Boundaries. Could you do me a favor and get spaced?
I need to find Rufus Trask.
Well, excuse you.
Start talking.
Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
I'm on the level. You can
You're
ask
telling
Junlei
me
about
you're
me.
on a first-name basis with Ms. Tennyson?
I'm not one of Harlow's thugs. You can trust me.
All right. I'm gonna take your word for it. Rufus is hiding out in Emerald Vale. Got a few friends with him. That's as much as I know.
Got a few more questions.
Not inclined to answer your questions. Not after the way you talked to me.
You're right. I was rude. I apologize.
Yeah, all right. What else did you need?
You and Trask split up?
That's right. Our marriage contract expired some months ago. And seeing how he's technically an outlaw, I wouldn't renew even if I wanted to.
How much do you know about Harlow?
Precious little. He and Rufus worked together on the Groundbreaker some years back before he vanished. A few years later, Rufus gets a message from an old friend. Something about starting a revolution, something about getting rich. Abandoned his work and ran off that very day.
Sounds familiar,
He must have
Felix?
been recruiting, gathering up his band of revolutionaries.
Word of advice, kid? Anybody carrying on about a revolution just wants to sell you something. I don't know Harlow. Never so much as bandied a word with the fellow. You're better off having this discussion with Rufus.
Harlow tells me Trask betrayed him. Do you know anything about
Only
that?
that Rufus is in a bad way.
He came to see me a little ways back. Said he had to go into hiding. Never asked why. He was here to collect his personals, complain about Harlow to me, and say goodbye. In that order.
He didn't tell you anything about Harlow?
No, and he was particular about that. Said I was better off not getting entangled in his mess. Little late for that, says I.
That's all I wanted to know. I'll leave you be.
Appreciate it. No offense meant. Just been a long day is all.
On some valuable salvage and abandoned space station. She gave you an override bypass that should stake her claim over HRS 1084 as the rightful property of Sublight. So we need to legitimize our claim over this salvage. Let's go. This is for Sublight. Kind of excited. Wait, so where's Trask? Trask is hiding in the Emerald Vale. No, that's where we want to be, I think.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
Ellie and Max? That's interesting. What are you idiots up to?
Max. Maximilian. Vicar. Vicky.
Yes?
Aw, this is no fun anymore.
That's it? That's it? We haven't slept in a long time in this game. Wait, what else is on the Groundbreaker? Alright, hold on. Alright, hold on. Alright, I'm confused. I'm really confused. Yeah, let's get to Gladys. We're gonna try to do this real quick. I haven't done this quite yet. Let's do this. We have a lot of money to buy stuff from Gladys. Let's check her out.
Rizzo's knock you out. A CCN 76 not talk a lot.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late.
Let me see what you've got for sale.
Want a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the...
Quest items. An old data pad once used by Groundbreaker's Mardet security forces from the accumulated dust and grime. This hasn't been used for over a decade. Let's get it. The old data pad contains incident reports from various Mardet security patrols. Most are details of simple finds and cluster-ups between the crews of Wildcat freighters and corporate haulers. 2 entries have been marked for later review. August 7th, 2344. Responded to a code idiot at the Lost Hope. ID 10T. Idiot. Vera asked us to bounce some back bay rat that got himself soaked in Spectrum Red. Drunken Fool got into a scuffle with one of Engineer Tennyson's people. We tossed the rung leech back down the bays. Asshole fought us the entire way, telling us we'd be sorry once he controlled the hammer's power. If this is some new Hammersmith marketing stunt, I'm complaining to Sanita. Had another run-in with the rung leech from the Lost Hope. Don't know how the uppity piker crawled out of the back bays without us noticing. Locked himself into the repair bay off docking slip 13 and refused to come out. Kept raving about the weapon's chaotic beauty or some shit while we were trying to talk him out. Had to break off when our shift ended. Whole head's gotta come out eventually. And how about this? Hephaestus Mining Archive cartridge. The Groundbreaker weapon. Oh, here? Squatter's Journal. I served on 2 corporate freighters before I got stranded here. Everyone's heard my sob story, but no one's listening. To them, I'm just background radiation. Wasn't my fault the captain decided to take off early. Wasn't my fault no one checked the crew manifest. Wasn't my fault they replaced me with a full-timer. Now I'm filthy, bitless, and bedless. As far as anyone's concerned, I'm Groundbreaker trash. That's how I live, and if no one agrees to take me on his crew, I suppose that's how I'll die. A little sad, but... I'm in the medical bay.
Nicely done.
What? Groundbreaker weapon.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Fudge. Strong sour candy shells around a sweet purpleberry flavored center. Chocolate.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Bro! No? Nothing? Short boss! Hey, boss! Watch this!
To shreds, you say?
Yeah, looks like it. Discovery. While rummaging through the back bays, I discovered a very old Hammersmith crate that seemed to have been sealed for a very long time. Bit of elbow grease and determination pried it open, but I couldn't make heads or tails of my discovery, a prototype hammer. I didn't know Hammersmith actually made hammers, but I brought it to my lab for a closer look. How strangely it glows. The trail of its wake lingers even when my eyes are closed. I spent more time on the hammer. Its internal workings are a state of the art. Thermal, electrical, and chemical systems all working in harmony. How is this even possible? The weapon is a breakthrough in circuitry and engineering, and many of its systems appear rigged against tampering. There's a curious energy signature swirling about the weapon, though I have yet to identify the source. The air tastes of copper, and I have lost several teeth. I have had the most sublime prismatic dreams since I invited the hammer into my bedchamber. Never mind that for now. Good news first. The energy signature matches Blondiet's elusive N-rays, raising the hammer's elemental properties to 4, shock, plasma, corrosion, and radiation. Now for the bad. In my attempts to neuter the self-destruct functionality, I inadvertently caused a small fire. The hammer's manual controls may never function again. Swinging it seems to be the only way of cycling through its elemental modes. I must take greater care with future experiments. Log 4 Annihilation. Taking the liberty of locking myself in the workshop, my tinkerings were all for naught. This is no prototype. I am simply too flawed to recognize its perfections. The hammer is a lesson, a symbol. It whispers to me that disorder rules all things, but with a little ambition we can harness that power. Only by inflicting chaos upon others can we transmute disorder into harmony. And that is a lesson Halcyon is not ready to hear. We're gonna read the unreliable journal entry or something, most likely.
Some crewmen.
Now, hold on. What happens if we hit the wall?
Most likely, the bullet will ricochet, which could be bad. Or hilarious. There's a tiny chance of a hole puncture.
Search Hephaestus mining for weapon. Result number 1 from the site supervisor's personal logs. That captain sold Harris something called the Rearranger, then left before he discovered the damn thing doesn't work. Only thing it rearranged is the number of bits on Harris's card. Looks like some strange tech or a weapon. Maybe a scientist can make something of it. From the site safety officer's incident report. Doc Caulfield couldn't save Lem. Now I gotta arrest Harris for his murder. Confiscated that weapon he used and stored it in Birdie's office for now. Figure the least the site supervisor can do is fill out the forms for whatever that damn thing is. Don't know how I'm gonna detain Harris. Not like we got prison cells for his on this rock. From Barbara's coronary inquest. Given name Lemuel. Time of deceasement 1827 approximate. Cause of deceasement blunt force trauma. Weapon unknown. Took a good whack to the noggin. Facial area to be specifical about it. It's all twisted up too. Nose is 5 times too big. Jaw is shrunk to almost nothing. Teeth are all out of the kilter, though I suppose that was true pre-deceasement. The blow itself didn't kill him. There's no way he could have breathed with all that damage. Cool. And where is it? Trask is hiding in the Emerald Vale. We're gonna... Where are we? All of this is gonna be long, and we know it. I guess let's confront Trask. I want to see this through. Where
We
are
are
we?
now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
The only source of protein a busy worker needs. Saltuna. He's all the way out here. Let's go to the botanical lab. Grace Romero.
Thought I told you to move along.
What's your problem?
Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another.
Who's been wandering out of your camp?
Got anything in you besides questions? No, I'm sorry.
What's up,
That
Apple
was
Juice, you
unworthy
son
of
of a
me.
bitch?
Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
You could always go
I
looking
go
for her.
looking for Zoe, I leave the camp undefended, seeing as I'm the only one of us who knows her way around the gun. Hence my dilemma.
We'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Unless marauders got to her, then parts of her could be in a lot of places.
Could do without the gallows humor.
I've got questions
I'll
about
tell
Zoe.
you what I can.
Any idea where she might be
Vex me.
hiding?
If she told anybody, they ain't
She said,
telling
"Vex
me.
me."
I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
You snooped around in her room?
Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
Weirdo. How well do you know
Well
her?
enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
Let's change the
What is it?
subject. I'll leave you be. We're here to confront Trask. We'll do your shit later, okay? Level 2? Oh my god. It's not even fair.
Covering you! You want some of this? Whoa, that's the last of him.
That was dumb. That was mad dumb, my guy. Let's go.
Score one for Felix!
We're just way too beefed. We're way too juiced out the wazoo, okay? Stop trying me. I'm way too juiced out the wazoo. Wow. This part of the map looks so cool. Look at this. North Gulch discovered. Here we go. What's up, outlaws? Outlaw sons of bitches.
Don't give me any trouble, okay?
What's up, Trask?
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me.
Good guess. I should say your wife told me where to find you. That's right, Harlow said you betrayed him.
Yeah, of course he did. Thing is, You and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of
dying. Why did you betray Harlow?
How do I know that I can trust you?
What's the worst that could happen? Harlow sends a stranger with a gun after you?
I guess that's a fair point. Listen, I don't know what lies Harlow's dripped down your ear, but you'd be a fool to trust him. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All that palaver about revolutions, it's a lie.
You're a real piece of work, Trask. Not just a turncoat, but a liar, too.
Go piss up a rope, kid. I've got nothing to prove to you. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A two-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes.
You're gonna ask me to take you for your word? Show me some evidence.
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task.
Yeah, there is. You're looking at her.
You ain't like other board agents I heard about. You got a functioning spine. You want to confront Harlow yourself? Be my guest. I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent.
Why would the board buy off
Because he's
Harlow?
for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy. And that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless.
Damn, that sucks.
With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler,
That
and a
sucks
gang
for,
leader all rolled up
Felix.
into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me.
What was Harlow doing for the board?
Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody the board wanted captured. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship, vanish for a couple of days. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse.
Alright, I've heard
Take it
enough.
You've made up your mind.
I'm not going to kill you, Trask. But I'm going to ask you for your ring.
You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
Take care. Find Trask's stashed evidence. Where would it be? Alright, we'll do this quest real quick, but where would it be? Stefan Garcia.
Something I can help you with?
Yeah, where's the missing girl?
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
What happened on the day she
Zoe and I were
disappeared?
going to watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Tell me a little about
Zoe was
Zoe.
always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
Well, what was that about
The other
surprising
day, I
Zoe?
got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
She acting strange before
Can't
she
say I
disappeared?
recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
Hold on, there was something
I got
else.
time.
I've got more
I'll
questions
help if I
about
can.
Zoe. See you around. Jesus Christ. Alright, here we are in Zoe's house. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits. And gloves. Yes, ma'ams, and would you like another's? I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake. Because I've always hated the cannery, and I don't think I'll ever have to look back at this journal many years hence. And tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the Vale once, didn't I? Just because I got sick. Everybody gets sick. Well, okay. I got sick and I grabbed a little too much Adrenatime. Is that really a crime? Gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps? Oh, but you misappropriate one box of Adrenatime and suddenly you're committing larceny. Good news, I'm alive, starting to feel a little better too. There's a group of deserters living out in the old botanical labs. They found a way to grow some food, or something that passes for food anyway. Adelaide boiled a pot of something green and leafy and told me to drink it twice a day for my symptoms. I suppose. Tastes atrocious, but I've been feeling better. It's nice to be away from the cannery. The labs have just enough power to run an ether wave. So I've been catching up on my serial dramas. Masked Marketeer. What would I do without you? Go crazy, most likely. Crack up, murder all my neighbors, and run screaming into the hills like some wild martyr. I don't know, that doesn't sound too bad. I could see myself leading a cadre of marauders. And a band of bandits. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Band of bandits? What would we call ourselves? The Formidable 14? The 100 Hooligans featuring Zoe, Bandit Queen? Well, today's the day, Zoe. Today is the day you take your destiny into your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the martyr threat, bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps out in the hills, warming themselves by the light of barrel fires, probably mounted to the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folk like me, living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some of Adelaide's food, and I've got some spare cans of salt tuna. Should last me a couple weeks if I ration. Got some Adrenatime too. Everybody loves Adrenatime. Even martyrs, right? I got odds those martyrs will let me throw in with them if I dangle in a couple syringes of Adrenatime before their eyes. This is gonna be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. God damn it. I'm gonna have a whole gang of martyrs at my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some of Rizzo's. She's dead. Oh, she's dead. She's fucking dead. She is fucking dead. For sure. I'm gonna go look for martyrs because maybe they'll let me be a part of their group. Fucking idiot. We're running out of steak, but certainly we'll find other food to eat.
Got it. Heads down.
What does this outfit look like? I just want to see it. No. Oh, shit.
I smell blood.
Stand and deliver! Always wanted to say that.
Heads up, jackass!
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
You're Zoe? Your people are looking
What?
for you.
You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast
Are
has
you
ever
just
seen.
regularly subbing to Olga, Applejuice?
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty
I've
or
been sent to
something?
find you,
Thanks,
idiot.
but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
Go back to camp. You should go back. People
I
are
doubt
worried.
that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
Stefan's planning to surprise you with an episode of your favorite serial.
Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of The Masked Marketeer? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is going to be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Take care. Alright, Grace, I did your dirty work. We kicked a martyr in the chest for your girl.
What is it?
What do you mean, what is it? I talked Zoe
We
into
didn't
coming
always
back.
get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
She joined up with a band of martyrs. They hadn't hurt
Zoe
her.
joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble.
I think that's right.
Let me know if I can do something for you.
I'll leave you be. So that quest is completed. All right. Now we're gonna fast travel to the Unreliable. We will travel next time. Holy shit! What a good little sesh. Good little Outer Worlds sesh.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
Cool.
You notice how our crew's a lot like that crime family from The Masked Marketeer?
What's that make the vicar?
Max? I was thinking maybe one of the butlers. Don't tell him I said that.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna tell him.
I love Ellie's fit. Holy crap, this is so good. Alright, we're gonna sleep, boom, for 6 hours. Save. And, yeah, that's about it. Thanks for tuning in to that.